Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a very special musical edition of the Social Media Show. I'm your host, Sam Dever, and I am joined by Danica and George. Welcome.
What's up, man?
Hi, thank you.
And we got to give a shout out to Stephen in the sound booth.
Yeah.
And so today I just want to talk some music, and you guys are both musicians. I know you're a producer, George, you're a singer, Danica. So what projects do you guys got going on? You guys working on anything specific right now?
Yeah, actually, we have two records that we've been working on. So these are our two first songs, and I think they're pretty cool, interesting, and a little bit you know in the trance. So it has a good vibe. So yeah, we just started up a new project. So we're going forward. So
What type of genre would you put it
man,
in?
what do you think? What would you categorize
It's
it
kind
as?
of a hard one. I don't know. The thing with our style so far is it's been like a crossbreed of different genres. So
Right.
there's a little bit of a hip hop feel to it, a little bit of R&B, trance, techno, all muddled in together, dubstep.
Dubstep too.
Yeah, it's nice because I personally haven't heard anything like it yet. So I'm hoping that it'll go somewhere, if it can, something new.
And you know what? That's funny you guys say that because I think that's kind of becoming a common theme in music. It's no longer pop. It's no longer hip hop. It's all becoming this organic hybrids, if you will, of new sounds. And I personally like it a lot. I mean, what do you think, George? Do you think that's the route it's going, the direction at least?
Man, I think just we're getting back in our root and really connecting as far as what one whole is and one specific just state of mind is. So, and it's just about enjoying, man. So that's kind of how I see it. Nowadays you ask a person, what's your favorite type of genre? I like all music.
Right.
As far as what I've come across. So I mean, as far as genre goes, I mean, there's people that are still pretty religious because there's what I like to call just the people that are just have a pipeline mentality or tunnel vision where just this is it and this is what I just want. But I mean that's cool too. But at the same time, it's how much you could really experience and really create. So
And I think a lot of people may just be tired of what they're hearing on the radio all the time. And that's why you've seen these people that all these different types. And shout out to Steven in the sound room there. I know he showed me some musicians and artists I had no idea existed, but have like these huge underground followings
Yeah.
of people. You may not have never heard them on the radio, but they have thousands of people at their concerts, just different DJs, producers, all different types of stuff. Danica, how would you compare your sound? Could you compare yourself to any artists out there?
I've been asked that question, and I've tried very hard to think about it, and I can't, but I like that. I don't want to be comparable to anybody else because when somebody hears my music, I don't want to sound like somebody else. I want to sound like Danica, and that's it. If anything, maybe somebody will sound like me further down the road, but I don't want to be, I don't want to be connected to any other artist unless I'm collaborating with them. But as far as having a sound, I'd rather have my own sound than sound like someone else.
there's a little few sections where like when I'll record it, I'll get chills and then Shakira pops up in my head.
Yeah,
So just
Shakira, interesting.
little parts, just pops up and like, little goosebumps.
That's what.
Yeah.
Now you as a producer, George, what are, I guess, what would be your advice to any vocalists out there, anyone trying to really make it in the music industry? I know you're pretty experienced. What would be your advice to anyone that really wants to take it serious and try to make it a career?
Just really get in tune with it and stick to it and practice, long hours, and then you'll come into a realization where you know yourself as far as a singer, as whatever you want to do, and then you'll just know what to do. And then it comes naturally, like what I like, to call it. Just it comes natural after that. So many hours, and it's like walking. It's like riding a bike. Then you'll feel more comfortable of just braking or turning and going fast this way. Same thing with vocal experience. Practice trying different things. Then you'll be more comfortable and open. And you'll start figuring out things that you never thought you could do, but you could do. So
So kind of like the 10,000 hour rule people talk about, do something for 10,000 hours and you've quote unquote mastered it. Or probably more for music, probably more than 10,000.
I mean,
hours.
it's all about expressing yourself and not having any boundaries, man. That's really what it is for a singer. You just laying it all out, putting all your heart out there. That's just really how I think of it, expressing yourself. So,
Right, very cool.
it is.
Anyone have any last words? Topic of music?
Music, man. Oh, like a topic. Oh,
Just in general, just a statement about music, just something like a Bob Marley quote or something, just
man, I just feel people just have an open soul and open heart, man, and once that happens, it's like, there won't be no Berlin Walls, everything would just be connected. So
it's truly like the one universal language I think that can bring everyone together, no matter what your race,
Yeah.
religion, whatever it may be. Music can just silence all that.
knock
Yeah.
down the Berlin Walls of music.
Absolutely. Well, where can they find you guys at? Where can people find you?
You could find me on Instagram, one George Quinn.
And I'm on Instagram as well. It's Danica with the C live.
Okay. All right. Well, George, Danica, thank you so much for this conversation. Looking forward to your guys' projects coming up.
Yeah, man. Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
me.